If you guys didn't know, I just started my brand new Fortnite channel where I upload Fortnite tips, updates, best moments, and more. If you guys play Fortnite, be sure to click that link down in the description, go over there, and subscribe. Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin, and welcome back to another Call of Duty World War II video. Now, as you guys know, this week has been huge in World War II for the updates that they've been doing. Patch notes, new events, new DLC, new maps, all that sort of stuff has been crazy. And of course, it's Friday, so they released their weekly blog post talking about the Friday updates and what we can expect in the future, because there still is stuff that is coming out and they've been doing a great job of updating this game so far. So we're going to talk about all of that in today's video. If you guys could smack a like on this video, that would be absolutely amazing. Let's go for 102 likes. That would be awesome if you guys could smack that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I really do appreciate all of you guys' support. But before we get into this new updates and talking about them, I want to let you guys know about something that I'm doing that's actually really cool and I'm super excited for. So Scuff Gaming, which is a controller gaming company that makes controllers, I'm sponsored by them. They're actually doing a March Madness tournament and I'm actually in it. Now I'll show the bracket up on the screen. This lasts for only this weekend, this first round, and I'm going up against Phase Sensor, so you know, pretty big YouTuber and big online personality. So how it works is the people that sell the most using their code, if you use my code Goblin on Scuff Gaming and you buy a Scuff controller, a cord for your controller, thumbsticks, you know, anything like that, extra trigger grips, anything like that, if you use my code for anything, it helps me out to win this tournament and move on to the rounds. And of course, if the winner of this tournament will get their own Scuff controller. So if you've ever wanted to have a Goblin controller or something like that, you guys, I really would appreciate if you guys could support me. Head over to Scuff Gaming. If you guys ever wanted to buy a controller, now is the time, because it can help me win this tournament. And even if you already have a controller, if you guys can buy any, you know, batteries, thumbsticks, controller cords, anything like that, use code Goblin. It counts equally and could help me to get my own custom controller. It's a cool tournament. I have a really tough opponent with Phase Sensor, so if you guys can support me, go out there and use that code. The link will be down in the description to scuffgaming.com. I'm sure most of you guys are familiar with what Scuff is. Just go over to the website and check it out and make sure to be using that code Goblin, and hopefully you guys can support me and, you know, I could do fairly well in this tournament. We'll have to see how it goes, but overall it still should be a fun time, and that's what I want to let you guys know about right now. So let's get right into this. This is the Friday update. That's just the Scuff Gaming March Madness I want to talk about. Let's talk about this Friday update. So basically the first thing they put on their blog post is that they did a huge update this week. You guys can check it out. Of course, I've covered that update and there's just a bunch of new stuff in the game. If you guys missed the update or for some reason you guys weren't around earlier this week, scroll through my older videos, or not really old videos, but videos from this week. I covered the patch notes, I covered the new weapons, pretty much all the sort of stuff. Other thing is that there's a hotfix update. Today they rolled out a UI fix for the pistol grips menu. That's kind of irrelevant. You know, pistol grips have been sort of something that people really hate in this game. It's sort of become a meme. But they've also upped the payroll to 200 armory credits instead of 100. So this is actually huge. Basically, how it works is there's a payroll in this game. If you go to the mailbox every single 4 hours, I think it is, somewhere around there, that you're playing, if you check in there, you would get 100 armory credits. And that's been since the beginning of the game. And just today, they've upped it to 200 armory credits, basically doubling that, and I think it's going to stay like that. So that definitely is great. Hopefully that doesn't mean they're going to be upping the price of collections and DLC weapons in the future, but this just gives you guys extra incentives to remember to check that mailbox. I think you can actually check the mailbox now from the main menu with the menu changes that happened this week, but remember to do that every single time you log on to the game, or if you're playing in a very long play session. Of course, it's every 4 hours or somewhere around there, so maybe you can get it twice in a play session if you're playing hard, and that's how people are able to stack armory credits fairly easily just by simply clicking a button and checking your mail. Next thing is Dom XL. Now I'm excited about this. We got the update. The last time they talked about Dom XL was a couple weeks ago, saying it was coming at the end of the month, or the end of March. Dom XL is currently tracking to launch next Friday, March 23rd, for both standard and hardcore. It will be running as its own playlist, so you'll have the chance to play both, compare, and let us know which you prefer. We'll be using your feedback to help finalize which version remains in the game going forward. Thanks for your patience, everyone. So that's basically what it's saying. It's kind of, I'm a little bit iffy about what they said, currently tracking to launch next Friday. That seems like there's a potential they could push it back. Hopefully this actually comes out. Basically, it's going to be in standard standard and hardcore modes, and that's what we're getting as far as with the Dom XL. We do have a set date for it, which is looking like next Friday, and hopefully that finally comes out. So when that Dom XL playlist comes out, hopefully it will be well supported, and eventually after it goes away, they end up making the change to 100 points in normal domination, or at least finding a happy medium with 75, because I think that could make Dom a lot better. Next thing is the Shipment map. Shipment 1944. Basically, starting today, this map is free for everyone, and right now it is in the featured playlist. It's basically a Shipment 24/7 playlist. Shipment, of course, from Call of Duty 4. And next Friday, it'll be making its way into the regular map rotation, and it's here to stay even after our community event ends. So I know some people will be wishy-washy about this, much like when they bring back Nuketown into Black Ops games. I'm actually happy about this because we need more good maps in this game. Now, Shipment is kind of sort of like a gimmicky map because it's just crazy action all the time. It's not, your traditional Call of Duty map, but I definitely think that this is going to be great. As of right now, it's only in the featured playlist, and I hopped in today to play it, and I ran into, no joke, a team of full level 500s. So that's definitely, I'm probably just going to wait until next Friday when it's put into traditional, and you can just play Domination or TDM and it'll be there. And that's one issue that I'm still kind of worried about with Dom XL, that maybe Dom XL, because they're going to be putting it under the featured playlist, hopefully it doesn't end up being just all tryhards, because then people would probably say Dom XL's kind of sucks, but it wouldn't be because of the actual game mode. It would be because, of course, going up against high caliber players when you're just trying to play for fun and not play, the competitive or ranked play. Ranked play is where you want to run it into competitive players and all that sort of stuff. And when you're in the casual playlist, you sort of want to, have an average playing field and have fun with that. So that's what we have as far as Dom XL and as far as Shipment. The next is Hardcore Poll. Thank you to everyone who played Hardcore Ricochet last weekend. They're looking at the data and are taking to the Twitter poll results into account as well. So they're trying to decide what to do with Hardcore. Basically, I'm looking at the data right here, and they made a vote on Twitter. It has now been over, but they asked you to vote whether you prefer, for Hardcore players, 3 team kills and you're kicked, or just Hardcore Ricochet. 36% prefer 3 team kills and kicked. 64% prefer Ricochet. So I think that it's just going to be Ricochet. That's how it's going to be for the rest of Hardcore, which is probably the right move. I mean, you guys can let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm not the biggest Hardcore player. But just thinking about it logically, I used to play Hardcore back in other Call of Duty games, and I know that Ricochet definitely was the best, because it sucks getting killed by a teammate when you're on a streak or something like that. It would really drive me crazy back in the old days of Call of Duty. That's what we have to say about that Hardcore poll. So next is about the new event, the Operation Shamrock and Awe. The community event will be live until April 3rd, which is sort of a short time for this event, which is good, because I think the last 2 events, the Winter Siege one, we were all super hyped about it because it was the first event, but the Resistance event seemed to last forever. I think it was like 5 weeks, and this one is going to last until April 3rd. So this is like a 2 or 3 week event for the Operation Shamrock and Awe, of course surrounding St. Patrick's Day. And also this weekend you can enjoy double XP. This is live right now. Double XP on the Leprechaun Hunt Mosh Pit until 10 a.m. Pacific time on Monday. So what that playlist is, it's another one under the featured playlist. Is at the top of the featured playlist, I believe, and you can get double XP by playing there. It's basically a mosh pit of your normal game modes. I think it has TDM, Dom, Kill Confirmed, maybe something else, but basically the only gimmick in that game mode is that there's a little leprechaun running around, which is kind of cool. And when he spawns, if you're able to kill the leprechaun, you just automatically get full streak. So you can definitely exploit that game mode by running the biggest. I think you can just run. I'm not sure. I haven't really put too much thought or testing into it, but I'm guessing if that's how it works, you could just run the biggest streaks, play that game mode, kill the leprechaun, and just let the streaks rain down on the enemies or something. I gotta actually test that out. I'm not sure if you can do that, but definitely if you are still leveling up and going through the prestiges, that's the game mode you're going to want to play this weekend. You're going to have to deal with that leprechaun and the streaks, spamming. It's kind of funny how they don't want Dom to be 100 points because of the streak spam, but they put in this playlist, which you just kill a random leprechaun, you get max streaks. It's sort of ironic right there, but we're getting Dom XL, so I can't really complain about that. But that's what we have as far as if you double XP. I definitely recommend rocking with that. And the last thing that they've done is, there's 2 more things actually. One is prop hunt on DLC maps. This week in their big game update, they made prop hunt available on the new DLC maps. Enjoy all the new hiding spots. So of course they have party game modes now, which I think is gun game and prop hunt. So you can play them any day now. It's not like going in and out of the playlist as it was before. And with prop hunt, if you do have the DLC DLC Map Pack 1, which is the only one we have right now, and I'm guessing future ones, you can play prop hunt on the DLC maps, which can be pretty cool. And another update is Chrome Camo. They actually changed and updated Chrome Camo, which people have been asking for and requesting, and that definitely was a very, very cool thing. With the Chrome Camo, what they've done is, I've seen it, it looks just a lot more shiny and a lot better. They also updated, I think it was Bronze Camo or Copper Camo, which those ones are okay. Chrome Camo does look a lot better now. Do I still think it's worth grinding for at this point in the game? Probably not, especially since DLC camos have been introduced, and let's be honest, more DLC camos are 100% on the way, and you know, accessories and stuff like that. So I don't think that Chrome Camo, if you're close to it, you might as well go and finish the job right now. But me personally, I'm not going to be going all out to try to get it. I think I kind of gave up on getting diamond rifles. I might actually go and do that one time, you know, if I ever get around to it. I do have diamond on the SMGs, which is probably my most used class of guns, and then rifles would be second. So maybe I'll get diamond on that. But as far as doing all the, you know, launchers and all that BS to get the Chrome Camo, you know, for certain people, I can see why it's worth it, but I'm probably, you know, not gonna put a high priority on that. Thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like on this video if you guys could. Smack the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and be sure use that code Goblin on Scuff products. I'd really appreciate it this weekend. That's about it, guys, and I'm out. Peace.